Now, I'm not sure if this happens to anyone else, but I've got a routine. I got a dinner routine going. And this is what happens every night at dinner.
Dinner! Dinner!
Okay,
hey,
I heard you. I'm coming. Give me a sec.
Hey.
Every day,
Dinner.
I get called to dinner. Holy crap, it's really dark. It's not even that dark in my house. I get called to dinner every day. And every day we go through this. Every day. Every day. She calls me to dinner about 8 billion times. And then I come to do the bathroom. I come to do the bathroom. I come to the bathroom. To go to the bathroom. And she continues to call me after I have already acknowledged, I heard you. I heard you the first like 16,000 times. Can a guy shit in peace? It's not even a shit most of the time. Most of the time I just come here to pee. It doesn't take that long for me to pee, but it takes me a long time to pee when you make me angry because you keep calling me to frickin' dinner every 16 seconds. Stop it. Hold on. It's not even ready. My mom loves to call people to dinner when it's not ready. You have like another half hour, so you'd just be sitting there anyway. So I just can't a guy urinate in peace?
When someone meets my family, they inevitably ask, "How are you, you?" Why is that, you ask? Have I got a story for you?
This episode is called the Monday routine because we have a routine in this household. Every Monday, the neighbor comes over, mom's dating, and he comes over, and on Monday nights, my mom and him eat dinner here, and I have to be there, or she'll get really, really mad. So, and it's not like basically I'm a chaperone on their date. I have to sit there at the table with them while they eat, and I can't really say anything, because if I open my mouth, then my mom gets mad. So I basically have to sit there in silence. And there's also the fact that my mother calls me like 8 billion times to dinner when it's not even ready. So I have to come down there and sit there, but can't talk because anytime I open my mouth, my mother gets angry. And it's really frustrating to have to be there every Monday. And I really don't like Mondays. It's like a waste of a couple hours while I have to sit there and watch. And, why? Why do I have to be there for you on your date? And like, she makes them even more awkward than they already are. Like, once or twice, she invited my neighbor's son over, he actually went to New Paltz too, but I didn't know him. He's a year older than me. And she invited him over for dinner one time on Monday. And the two of them went for a walk after, and they're like, okay, you two play nice now. And he's a year older than me. This was like last year. So that was really awkward. And because his father's not a fucking idiot, he lets his son not hang out with them while they're on dates, but I have to be there, and it's really infuriating. When I say I have to be there, all right, so this one time, the Banshee, while Ooh was still here, Banshee called up the house. She's like, hey, can I come over? Can I take Scott and Ooh out for dinner tonight? And I want to text her back, no! We're going to have a nice dinner with the neighbor tonight. It's Monday. And me and Ooh look at each other and we're like, bye! And we just leave. But, like, seriously, my mother insists that we all be there because our neighbor has to see that we're a loving family and we like each other, but we don't. We fucking hate each other. Like, the favorite child is staying here now. Well, she's out of the house now, or you'd hear screaming babies. But, like, favorite child's arguing with me the other night. She was like, no, the Banshee gets a pass because of her mental imbalance. And I'm like, no, she does not. And she's like, you just have to love her and know that she is messed up. And I'm like, no, if you were with her every day, you would understand. And my sister's like, no, I'm so far away, I would love it every day. I would love it every day if they came to visit me. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't, you fucking liar, because when the favorite child still lived here, she gave the Banshee a key to her house for some stupid reason. And the Banshee would just wait for her after work every day, just go into her house and wait there for her, eat all her food, and just wait there for her. And like the moment she walked in the door, they would just start fighting because they hate each other. Like, I might dislike the rest of my family, but like my two sisters hate each other. Oh, they hate each other. So she's a fucking liar. And oh my god, she's yesterday, they were screaming at each other. They were both holding one of the kids. They went outside to scream at one another, holding one kid each, and they're screaming and cursing and what have you. And I'm just like, fuck? Like, you're holding the babies. At least put the babies in another room or some shit. And I come upstairs, they're still fighting. They're outside on the porch. And my brother, the favorite child's husband, is in the bathroom. He's fixing something. And I poke my head in the bathroom, and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm pretty sure the crazy chromosome is the second X. And I lucked out. And I just walk away, and he's like, I have a daughter. And it was brotherly bonding. And then later that day, I go outside. And the Banshee's husband is fixing a lawnmower. And he's working on it. And now, when my sisters fight, they sound like DBZ characters. I swear to you, they sound like DBZ characters. Because you know the Banshee's always screaming, but that makes the favorite child scream too. But when they fight, they like charge, they raise their power level. So you can't understand what they're saying sometimes, because they'll be outside and it'll just be unintelligible and noises. So you'll just hear, ah! And then there'll be a slight pause, and then the other one will go, ah! And you're just like, oh damn, we about to have Super Saiyans in the house. Like, whoa, what's going on? So there was silence for a little while, and then we hear the Banshee because she's in the den. We're out in the garage working on the lawnmower. We hear the Banshee in the den. She goes, I am the problem! And she comes outside to us, and she's perfectly calm. As she closes the door, perfectly calm now. She's already yelled and had her say. She walks over to me and her husband, my brother, working on the lawnmower. And she looks at me and she goes, how do you live with these crazies? And me and her husband stare at each other like, don't say anything, just stare. Monday. Oh, Mondays are weird because my mom doesn't really have a sense of humor. She might try sometimes to fake it, but realistically, she doesn't have a sense of humor. But she's one of those people that laughs at everything when there's someone around them that they like. So because she likes my neighbor, she giggles incessantly the entire day. Like, he doesn't even have to be around. She'll just be like, and it's really creepy to see a middle-aged woman being like, it's not cute because it's not even the giggle that she normally has. It's just, and you're like, oh, somebody's gonna die tonight. That's what that noise is. It's just somebody's gonna die. And a couple weeks ago, me and the Laundry King came back. We went out to eat, and we came back on a Monday. And we come in the door, and my mom's like, and she turns around because she's in the kitchen, and she's like, so let's just say this is her walking in. We open the front door, we come in, we hear, and then she sees us, and it's immediate. Like, it's just immediate. She recognizes us, but it's not our neighbor. Walks back to the kitchen. Totally silent now. The Laundry King, he like tugs on my shirt sleeve, and he's like, what is wrong with her? And I'm like, lots. But it's Monday, and she thought we were the neighbor. And he's like, oh. Now, I want to tell you guys about the very first time I met my neighbor, which was a Monday. The very first time I had to chaperone their dates. It was so weird and awkward because I was trying to talk, and every time I talked, my mom would be like, here! And I'd be like, okay, I'm just not going to talk or say anything. Because apparently anything I say undermines her authority and makes it seem like we're not a cohesive unit, which I can't understand why she would think that anyone else would ever think in a million years that our family is like one cohesive unit. It's not. It's really not. Like, if you put us in an arena and told us we'd have to kill each other to get out, we would definitely kill each other. We would definitely kill each other. Not even just for freedom, just so that the others would shut up. Because if we couldn't leave, you know, that would just be awful and atrocious. So that first night, that first Monday that he came over for dinner, and I had to sit and chaperone them because they're weird. I'm sitting there at the table, and we're eating, and we're eating, and we're eating, and as I told you guys before, like, it's instant. When I eat, I poop. Like, right after I'm done eating, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'm gone. I gotta go. So I eat. I'm like, huh. And then all of a sudden my tummy starts. And I'm like, oh no. And so I put down my fork and my knife, my cup, whatever. I'm like, I'm going. And I go to get up, and my neighbor starts talking to me. And I'm like, so I sit back down, and he's talking to me. And like every time he pauses to take a breath, I like get up to rocket out of the chair, and he starts talking again. I'm like, no. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, but when you really have to go poopies, like when you really have to poop, and it becomes a strain on your body, you start sweating. So I had the poop sweats. I had to go so bad. I had the poop sweats. Like I'm looking around, I'm doing like the, oh, it's full in there dance in my belly. My tummy is rumbling like, empty me. And he just keeps talking and keeps talking. And I'm like, no, no, no. And when you have the poop sweats, because you've been holding it in for a while, it gets stuck anyway. So, like, he finally stopped talking, and I, like, rocket out of my chair. I'm fucking gone. I'm like, oh, God. I run to the bathroom, and then I'm like, oh, there's a guest in the house. I can't be like, ha, to get it out. So, like, you have to sit in the bathroom with, like, your shirt over your head, and you're like, as it comes out, because it hurts, and you have the poop sweats, and you just want to, It was one of the worst experiences of my life. Absolutely. And that's pretty much what I have to go through every Monday, especially now because my mom keeps cooking fucking peppers. Something you should know about me is that I can't process peppers. I don't mind eating them. Like, it's not that I don't like them or I have an aversion to them or that I did sometime in my life. Like, I didn't mind eating peppers. I like spicy hot food, but I cannot process peppers in any capacity. So one of the things is my mom loves to roast peppers. And, you know, when I went to college, she didn't do it when I was younger, but when I went to college, like right before I went to college, I realized it physically hurts me if you roast peppers in the house. Like the smell of peppers gives me chest pains. It makes me really ill. Like you can incapacitate me by roasting peppers in the house. I can't get up. I'm like, my body is racked with pain, and I can't do anything when you roast peppers. So when I went to college, I was like, Ma, please, if you're gonna roast peppers, do it while I'm at school. Please don't do it while I'm home. It physically hurts me when you roast peppers. Please don't do it when I'm home. To this day, my mom only roasts peppers when I'm home. Like she's being an asshole. Like just out of spite. Why are you spiting me? It hurts me. It doesn't make sense. Like what possible reason could you have to spite me for being like, hey, it hurts me when you do this, so you keep doing it? That's one of the many reasons why we're not some cohesive unit, because my family are assholes. Just assholes. Big assholes. And I also can't eat them. So she loves putting them in food now all of a sudden. And like she'll pour fucking peppers over my burritos or whatever. And I'm like, what are you doing? I can't eat them. And she's like, oh, you just don't like them. I will literally shit for hours if I eat a pepper. Like they go right through me and they hurt. It's not as eating them, oddly enough, is not as bad as smelling them being cooked, but it's still really painful. And I'm like, why do you keep doing this to me? Are you trying to kill me? Because you're probably going to succeed. I've eaten way more than my fair share of rotten food in my life and spoiled milk and what have you. I think she'll succeed at some point if she keeps this up.
Hey there, guys and gals. Thanks so much for watching, as always. If you click the link on the left, you'll be taken to the previous episode. If you click the link on the right, you'll be taken to the playlist where you can watch them all. I swear, you guys, my mother is such a helper.